Learned just within the last hour that Amazon is now planning to split its new headquarters between two cities. The Wall Street Journal first reported that the company is planning to divide its new headquarters. Washington, D.C. is likely one of those locations. Reasons including the amount of highly skilled workers, easy transportation, and the proximity to D.C. lawmakers. Amazon says it's not a done deal yet. Atlanta had been on the list of top 20 options. The winning city would get a $5 billion boost into a new facility and 50,000 new jobs.